Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for one at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. Just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to pass this time. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Again, makes it second and medium. And they'll use the ground game here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Good job up front by this offensive line, and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have in this running back position.
First down and 10 now. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Just ran away from the defense. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side in that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Runs through the defender. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he is stuffed right at the line. I don't think he got it. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that 1st down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. He's moving out of the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, the pass is picked off.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. The Buckeyes come to the line in a hurry-up.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Great cut. They whiff on him. Touchdown, Ohio State. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball in the end zone.
Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And bulldozing his way through. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And a point after is good. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Running through the tackle.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Crosses the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Sack sets up 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And that's a solid return after the interception. Comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Snags a quick throw. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle made after a big gain. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Can he take it all the way? The 30, at the 20. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Canes. And the interception taken to the house, a pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding some room with the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And then first down, right back to the running game. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Miami offense is back on the field. First job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They bring him down right at the 20.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. Fighting him off. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 30. Inside the 20. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. The Canes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Here's that defense shifting again. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Send the back in motion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Buckeyes will have first and 10 here. They're going to run it. He's brought down out at the 46.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now from the pistol formation. They'll try the right here. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll test the right side here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And on the carry, he's heading left. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Ohio State. No chance to catch him.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Bites off the defender. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And the Canes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And the single back takes the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The offense going with the hurry up.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. It's a draw to the back. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Looking to throw again. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Here's the option play. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown for the U. The offense still out there. They're going for two here. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he is stopped short. The two-point try fails. He can't cut this lead further. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner trying to create good field position. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground. Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back. Found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock. Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. And now the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back. They just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. They'll try the option play here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume. Just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock because you got everything working in your direction.
And he's brought down there. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.